think about up, down, it gets confusing. So if you think about going up and then rest, and you're resting into that hip. So it's the same thing when we're just holding up, rest, over. So when you walk, boom, 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 up, use the ground to rest into.
If the music's down, we do that differently, which we're going to do later.
Yeah, we have a down pulse, which is...
We were working on the up pulse at the moment.
Yeah. And we talked about the gush and the feeling of connection, so we use balloons. Tonight, however...
We went from open to closed. Remember we went closed for brace? We were just in closed. And we started with walking forwards and backwards. You had a ballroom style handhold.
And we were looking, I mean, it was very relaxed. We were looking for the feeling of that elasticity in the body. So as the follow comes through, the follow's following her momentum through the body. It's like if you had a bottle of water and you went shh, the water's going to go shh. And that's the same with my momentum, it's going to go shh.
And then we did a rotation. Leads, we were walking forwards and backs here, and then to set up the rotation, we used our contra body or shoulder to go to the left, and then that enabled us to come out. Then we were John Wayne in it, and then we went into closed, and we just did whatever. At that point, we were walking forward, backwards, collecting, keep our weight on our right. So doing it towards you, we're walking forwards, and then we turn to set up the rotation. What that makes it easier to do is to collect it through. It also means the rotation is easier to do because if she comes straight back, I've got to spin her through the bottom. It's not as nice.
And we gave some variations to some of the leads. So one of them was just a normal barrel roll through,
which still had the same entry, but at this point here, we were catching and rotating her through that way. So towards the camera. As she came past us, keep your footwork, we were allowing it to lay, to then come through and then play with different
there was
flips.
Also catching with the other hand. Which is
more open.
More of an open result.
And that's resulted in all things at the other end to then come through focus.
And there was also with the right hand catch not allowing my foot to move back.
Catching either shook.
So I can't move
But that stopped the rotation because it was a flat line.
And so if it was flat, then you had to hook your arm around to get me to rotate.
Yeah, but again, hooking's not cool, so then you create something different with you. You might be walking forward or
Well,
playing around.
That's cool. It depends on the purpose that you're after.
Yeah.
That's allowing my leg to go through, so that's different.
It's nicer to set up your rotations before you do them.
And last week we also worked a lot of musicality, so we just got you to listen to different songs, come into your own space and see how that made you want to move, like what part of the song you were listening to and what part of the body made you felt like moving. I think that's all we covered last week, and that's what we worked on this week.
Nice guys.
Don't let your friends turn you against me, baby. The